profound in the sense that it's more a characterization issue. How do you perceive the invention? Now, if you can perceive it in a way, you're looking at it as a machine and looking at these things as a components of machine, then you can maybe draft corresponding claims to achieve that end.
Check. But Robert and I don't agree. It's not a lawyer's issue. It's the examiner's issue. The drafting is the issue.
You can see that this is an adversarial process right at this point. And
it doesn't make, you said the drafting is as the issue, it makes the lawyer's thing as trivial. No, I said examiner is making, you are making examiner's trivial. If you draft carefully the claims, the examiner is going to grant. That impression is not correct. That is what we want to say.
No, fine. I agree. I mean, in other words, as Jean-Paul Sartre would say, thesis and antithesis leads to synthesis. In other words, see, we are all on the same side in the sense that we're using the adversarial process to actually find something that's the best, that serves the society the best. I mean, there's nothing. So that's the thing. I mean, in U.S. there's this concept of private attorneys general. Now, in an ideal world, we would not need attorneys. We only would need the examiners, because I mean, they have 100,000 examiners, each one person specializing in mattress stuffing materials. That's all he does. Okay, if you had all the resources, and then at one look they can allow or not disallow the case, and that will be final. But the resources are limited. So what they do is they do an initial determination and punt it back to you, and you provide additional arguments. So we are also used as part of the process. So that's the only way it will work. So and again, litigation. Somebody was talking, Dr. Singhal was talking about the entire IP market as being $150 billion, the entire world put together. Lipitor sells $15 billion in a year. And Lipitor is there for humankind forever. So, and let's say the entire litigation cost for Lipitor was $100 million. That is what is estimated to be. What is $100 million compared to $15 billion per year for humanity to come? Okay, and what we are trying to do is to spend some time in fostering, in promoting the innovation process. So when you say these things are expensive, you have to look at it in what context. I mean, you provide an incentives, statins as a whole has extended human life but beyond measure. Louis Pasteur's pasteurization itself must have extended humankind's life expectancy by over 10 years. So the provision of incentive for furthering this process is a good exercise. So if you look at cost of these things, I mean, examiners get 2 days to examine a case. That's about. But when it comes to a dispute, that's the time when we get to put people on the stand, ask them realistic questions about where the idea came from, what are the examples, what are the data you submitted, etc., etc. And eventually, where innovation should be rewarded is rightfully rewarded. I mean, there's no, favoritism here. I mean, if something is given free, it's not free. It's that some other company is going to take free information and make a product out of it and making profit out of it. It's only where you allocate the profit. So we want to rightfully allocate the profit to the. So there's nothing really free in that sense. So in any way, when we got into this discussion, I just thought I wanted to at least try a PR game that we are all on the same side. So anyway, so from a claim drafting strategy point of view, basically try to provide as much information as possible about components and if it is tied to memory, etc. And also provide a context to that invention as a whole, just rather than leaving it as an algorithm or something like that. If there's a signal that is part of the invention, have steps where the signal itself is transformed, where you want to try the you want to tie the transformation of the signal to some decision that is made. So these are all ways in which you can characterize the same invention into a fashion where it passes the Bilski threshold. Essentially, I will stop at this. This is a case where I've listed it in my slides. If you want, you can read through it. But this is not very different from what we had. So I'll stop at this and throw open the forum for further questions.
Friends, the forum is now open for question and answer. I think questions open.